Bheki Cele has pleaded with parents to be vigilant when allowing friends or family to have access to their children. Cele was speaking at a memorial service for murdered 9-year-old Miguel Louw in Durban. After going missing since July, Louw's decomposed body was found recently just a few meters from the house of the man arrested for his disappearance. The suspect happens to be a family friend. To discuss the recent spike in murders and the disappearance of children, from our Sea Point studios, we're joined by Bianca van Aswegen. She is the National Case Officer at Missing Children South Africa. Bianca, thank you very much for joining us here on Morning Live.
Good morning, it's a pleasure.
We're seeing more and more of these horrible incidents of children being kidnapped, being murdered. Are the numbers on the increase? Can we say that? Because so many people are saying that it is rising on a daily basis. Is it rising, or has it always been at these bad levels?
I think it's always been a concern, but if I look at our caseload just for our organisation alone, we've definitely seen an increase in cases of kidnapping, family abductions, and more children actually going missing.
Yeah. You know, we often see, as is the case here with little Miguel Louw, there's a trend where children are being snatched in close proximity to parents, to guardians, where children are being trafficked as well. What are the kind of patterns that you've been noticing of late?
Kidnappings happen for various reasons. As you mentioned, human trafficking is one of the causes, but also most of our cases we've dealt with kidnappings that are actually related to family members and family friends. And these could be revenge attacks, you know, for the children being taken for revenge due to a domestic situation at home. It could also be for ransom demands, as we've seen a few cases of that as well of late. So there are various reasons why children are taken, especially when it comes to kidnappings.
You know, the reality is that there's always this talk about how fast you have once your child has gone missing, or I mean, if you turn your back for a moment, and I know because I have got little children as well, they're very, very busy. You may be shopping and you turn around for a second to get something out the trolley, you turn back and they're not there anymore. What is your first course of reaction? What should you do?
Yes, children are quite inquisitive, so they can go missing within seconds. The first and utmost important is to please report it to your nearest police station immediately. There's no waiting period at all when it comes to a missing persons case. The quicker it is reported, the quicker we can assist the police as well in finding the child. As soon as the case has been opened, please contact us at Missing Children South Africa so we can assist from our side as well.
So, I mean, there's so many organizations where you can actually report it. Many people say go via the police only, but your organization, are you affiliated to the police or you work as a separate entity?
Yes, we are affiliated with the police. We work together with them. So it is important to open a police case first and then contact us to assist. We put a flyer out there with the child's name and age and all the descriptions that are necessary with the police contact details, our emergency number, and we've got about 75,000 followers. So we've got a lot of people that are keeping an eye out there for the missing children.
Now, what the minister said over the weekend during little Miguel's funeral service, he went out to say that parents must be more vigilant when it comes to family and friends. I suppose, you know, we don't want to suspect this of our friends and our family. We feel like we're very close to them and we can trust them with our children. But at the end of the day, when you hear stories like this and many others, the friends and the families are the ones that you actually have to be the most wary of. What do you think?
That's very true. Like I said, we've got an increase in kidnapping cases that are family members and family friends that are related to the kidnapping. So people have to be aware of the red flags, look out for that. Obviously, family members and family friends are more trusted by our children, and that is where the danger comes in. So when you see a family member or a family friend giving more attention to a certain child in the household, please pay attention to that. Also, some red flags to look out for is inappropriate touching, inappropriate comments towards the child. And if your child comes to you and they tell you that they're uncomfortable with a certain person, please listen. This could actually save your child's life.
Yeah, one thing I have learned is little children, they rarely lie. Very little children. There is some truth in what they are saying, so just listen to them. What is the recovery rate of missing children in South Africa?
Our organisation has a 75% success rate on recovering our children. Unfortunately, in our last year that we released our stats, 2% of our children have been found deceased.
Okay, yeah, and that's something that nobody wants to do that. How effective are police now that the numbers have gone up in kidnapping? I mean, are our police force effective in these cases?
Yes, they've got their missing persons department and the FCS unit that works directly with the missing children that we deal with as well at our organisation. The thing is, we as a community also need to stand together and adopt the motto of your child is my child. We need to stand together to keep our children safe. We as an organisation, the South African Police Services, we are doing everything we can from our side to keep our children safe and find the children that actually go missing. But the communities need to stand together and keep our children safe.
So let's just, on a final note, please, Bianca, give us some of your details, your numbers, that if people do want to get hold of you, which I'm sure they would like to have the comfort of knowing that they can report to as many organizations as possible. How do we get hold of you?
Yes, the best is to visit our website. It's www.missingchildren.org.za. All our contact information is on there, whether it's email that you're looking for or our emergency line that is 24/7. You can also report the child or a person missing straight onto our website that gets sent straight through to us, and we assist from our side.
Thank you very, very much for talking to us here on the program. Be vigilant, look after your children, and most importantly, don't let them out of your sight, and always be wary. Bianca van Aswegen, who is the National Case Officer for Missing Children SA. Missing Children, www.missingchildren.org.za. Visit the website. All the contact details are there, and you'll be able to contact them in the unfortunate event that your child does go missing, and they'll help where they can. It's 8 o'clock.